Good morning, everyone. Yeah, we got a little bit more snow here today, so yeah, we have a lot of cleaning up to do again. But today, I thought since Valentine's Day is just next Wednesday, that I would make a gluten-free Valentine's Day cookie. Because, as you know, my daughter-in-law is gluten-free, so I just thought that, I could make some cookies and I could send some over their way. And then I realized that, I don't have my heart-shaped cookie cutter. Don't know what happened to it. I don't know if somebody borrowed it. I don't know if I accidentally put it someplace where I'm clueless on where to even look, because it's not with all my other cookie cutters. And I know I had two of them. One was a heart and one was a double heart. Yeah, who can figure that one out? But anyways, I hope that you will want to stick around for a little bit of my day, and that all of you have a wonderful day. And I will talk to all of you, in just a little bit. For our sugar cookies today, and did not find my heart cookie cutter anywhere. I even went down in the basement thinking that, could I have put them in a box and put them down there? No, they're not down there, so my cookie's gonna be round. What can I say? They're gonna taste the same, right? Anyways, if you'd like the ingredients, it's 3 cups of blanched almond flour that is not almond meal, and a half a teaspoon of sea salt, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of ground nutmeg, a half a cup of coconut oil that has been melted, a quarter of a cup of honey, and a tablespoon of orange zest. So in here I have my dry ingredients already, and in this bowl here I'm going to put my melted coconut oil and my honey, and we are supposed to be using a tablespoon of orange zest. Don't have any of that, but what I do have is orange essential oil. So according to the information that I have, 1 drop of citrus oil can be substituted for 1 teaspoon of your zest. And I know that there is 3 teaspoons to a tablespoon. So I will go ahead and put in 3 drops of my orange oil, because that is what I am going to substitute it with. And then the directions just say that we're to mix these wet ingredients into these dry ingredients. So that's going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to mix this up because I kind of dumped that salt and the baking soda and the nutmeg right on top. So I'll just mix this up a little bit, and then I will go ahead and add this. And no, I have not made these. So you know what? If they turn out great. If they don't, you'll know what recipe not to use. But it just says that we're to just mix this together, and we're going to separate this actually into 2 bowls. Maybe I should be using a hand mixer, but I'm going to continue on with this and see how it works out. So I'm going to continue to mix this up because I don't need to bore you, and I will be right back. It actually did not take very long at all. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, I didn't even have to turn off the camera because I thought maybe it was going to take a little bit of time. But we're to divide it in half and make it into 2 balls. And it says to put it on a piece of parchment paper, and we're going to, it said, cover each ball of dough with another piece of parchment paper. And yeah, mine wants to roll up because I was at the end of my my parchment paper, and we are going to roll this out. And yeah, my rolling pin's right over here. Be right back. There it is. And we're to roll this out to 1/4 of an inch. And when we get it to 1/4 of an inch, it's to go in the freezer for 30 minutes. Working with nut flours is very different from working with other flours. There we go. And I thought for me it would be a lot easier if I just took my cookie sheet and just put it in my freezer like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I have one more here that I need to make into a ball and do the same thing. And when my 30 minutes is up, I'll bring you back and we'll cut them out and get them in the oven. Okay, so I took my dough out of the freezer. I have my oven set at 350 degrees, and we're just going to cut these out and put them onto the tray. And I'm just going to continue doing this, and I'm going to put them in the oven. And it says that they bake for 5 to 7 minutes. So I will show you what these are like when they come out of the oven. As you can see, these turned out perfectly. And if you're wondering why this row is missing one, yeah, I kind of ate it. They are delicious. The orange flavor is wonderful. So what I'm going to do once they're totally cool is I'm going to add, oh, my next batch is almost done. I'm just going to make up a little bit of royal icing and put them on top. And yeah, you know, I know there's sugar in royal icing, but I want them to be pretty for Valentine's Day. So I will talk to all of you in just a little while, and I will be sure to show you a picture of what they look like. For today's devotion, we will be reading from Romans chapter 8, verses 18 to 22. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creation eagerly waits for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it in hope. Because the creation itself also will be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation groans and labors with birth pangs together until now. Paul starts out by declaring that although he has suffered greatly, all of his sufferings are nothing compared to what awaits him in glory. He goes on to say that even all of creation eagerly awaits for the revealing of the sons of God. Isn't it interesting that creation knows what so many people don't? That God designed and created it. And even creation worships the Creator. After all, God designed and created it, so it's only natural that creation longs for the same things that God desires. Verse 21 tells us why nature waits eagerly and longingly. Because when this happens, all of creation itself will be set free from the decay that it has been subjected to as a result of the fall of Adam. Through Jesus' redemptive work on the cross, he didn't just reconcile mankind to himself, but he reconciled all things. 1 John 3:8 says the reason Jesus came was to destroy the works of the devil. In other words, he came to completely undo everything that Satan did. And in the same way that our spirits long to be with Christ, all of creation longs to be liberated and brought into freedom as well. To be set free from the decay that it has been subject to since the fall of man. And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. And I want to point out verse 22. The whole creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. If the birth pangs started then, it's just a matter of time until we receive our final bodily redemption. And that is good news. God bless. And I will talk to you on Monday.